Hello. This time we're going to do percent change. In this case, we're talking about percent increase and percent decrease. Okay, if the number goes up, it's percent increase. If the number goes down, it's percent decrease. Generally, we'll have some kind of formula where I'll tell you the original amount. I'm not going to make these too complicated, so it's going to be pretty much like this. Original amount, and then you'll be given some new amount. Sorry about the sloppiness here. Okay, and you are told what these two numbers are, and you're going to follow a basic formula. Find the change between the two numbers, which is just subtraction, and then divide that by the original amount. Okay, once you are told once you figure out what that change is, which is going to be a decimal usually, you move that decimal 2 places to the right. Or you can times that answer by 100 and it'll give you that, and stick a percent next to whatever you get after you times by 100. So if you're not sure how to find the change, once again it's just subtraction, you could take the new amount and subtract the original amount. Once again, don't worry too much about that. Just find the change. You don't have to necessarily follow a formula. Find the change, the difference between the two numbers. That's all you need to do. So here we go. Question number 1 is going to be original of 100 and the 80 is a new. Number 2 is original of 20 and the 80 is a new, and so forth. Pause this slide if you need to, and we're going to do one by one. Or you can pause them right before I start working on each question. Okay, so in this one, the original amount is 100 and the new is 80. So I said the difference between the two, actually, let me change that, I'm sorry. I said the new minus the original, but don't worry about that. Just find how far apart they are. It's 20, it's subtraction. Okay, if you want it to be more accurate, you could take the new minus the original and divide that by the original amount. This is going to be a negative 20 over 100, but I don't want you to worry about positive and negatives. If you are dead set on using a formula, make sure you do the new minus the original. Okay, because then that'll give you negative 20, which is 0.2, a negative 0.2. Move your decimal 2 places to the right, which would be a negative 20%. And this would give you indication as 20% decrease. Okay, don't write negative when you write the word decrease. This is why I don't want you to worry about negatives. Okay, if you just happen to notice from here to here, it goes down, it decreases. So we already know there's going to be a decrease. Take your change, divide it by the original. Don't worry about the signs. I really encourage you not to use a formula necessarily. Just figure out the change, divide it by the original amount. Look at these two numbers and see if they are increasing or decreasing. Hope I explained that somewhat decently. So these two, are they going to increase or decrease? Looks like this one's going to be an increase. So don't necessarily worry about which one comes first when you subtract. Just find out how far apart they are. It's going to be 80 is the change. Your formula is the change divided by the original amount. And then times whatever you get by 100. So the change is 80. Divide that by the original amount of 20. You'll get 80 divided by 20 is going to be 4. Now times that answer by 100, or move your decimal 2 places to the right. If you had a decimal here, move it 2 places. You have to stick a 0 here, move another place, stick a 0 there. So it's going to be 400%. After you move it, is now percent. 4 and 400% are the same thing. Because we went from 20 to 100, this is an increase. Okay, the answer is 400% increase. There's another one. Pause if you need to. Okay, we went from 45 to 40, so this is going to be a decrease. Find the change. It's 5. Don't worry about which one is first when you subtract. Don't worry about a positive or negative. Over 45, the original amount. 5 divided by 45. It's going to be 1/9, which I'm not sure what that is, so I'll punch in 5 divided by 45 equals 11.1 repeating. Okay, so this is, I'm sorry, 11, what was that? It was 0.11, wasn't it? Yeah, 0.11, I'm sorry. 0.1 repeating. Okay, so 0.1 repeating. Sorry about that. 1, keeps going on forever and ever. You don't have to write this many places. Move it 2 places to the right. 1, 2. So it's going to be 11.1. You could put the repeating symbol over it. Now write percent because you've moved it decimal 2 places to the right. It got smaller from here to here, so this is a decrease. 11.1% decrease. Okay, find the difference between these two numbers. I'll pause. Okay, now find the difference between the two numbers. The change, or the difference, is 2. Put 2 over the original amount, 16. Now divide that number in a calculator. 2 divided by 16 equals 0.125. 0.125. Now what are we going to do? Hopefully you've picked up on the pattern before. What are we going to do next? Good, let's change it to a percent. So move it 2 places to the right. 12.5. After you move it is now a percent. Look and see, did you get bigger or smaller? From 16 to 18 it gets bigger, so this is an increase. 12.5% increase. And the last one, 70 to 80. Once again, find the change. Don't necessarily worry about the sign. 70 to 80 changes 10 over the original amount, 70. Punch this into a calculator. 10 divided by 70 equals this long number right here. Okay, I'm going to say 14285. 14285. Okay, move your decimal 2 places to the right, so now it's 14.285. I only need 3 total numbers. You can go more if you want to. So we look at the third number and decide if we're going to round it up or down. Round it up or keep it the same by looking at the number after it. The number after it's 5 or greater, so this one's going to go higher. 14.3 would be the best answer. Okay, 14.3. Because we've already moved the decimal, we will say percent. This got bigger, and so this is a 14.3% increase. Okay, there's your answer. If you need some more problems, let me know and I'll help you out. Thank you.